My name's Evie Liebbe. I'm 18 years old and I'm going to be starting at the University of Arkansas this fall of 2022. I was diagnosed with Crohn's when I was in 5th grade, so about 8 years. Some challenges I face is during sports, like growing up. Sometimes my stomach would hurt and usually I would just try to work through it, but sometimes I'd have to sit out during soccer games. And if I had a relapse, I'd have to miss out on things that most kids wouldn't have to miss out on. The emotional impact it's had on me is probably mostly frustrating. It's harder to deal with it sometimes just because I hate taking my medicine. I have to take it once a week, or just remembering to take it is hard, or sometimes my friends are doing something I don't feel up to it, and that can be upsetting. A cure to me would mean more freedom, being able to eat really whatever I wanted and not having to hold myself back and watch my diet. It'd mean more being able to go do stuff all the time, not having to have setbacks. It's important for me to give back because I know what it can feel like when things are taken from you, and so giving back to others, it's helpful to see the relief they feel from it.
The hardest part of seeing Evie go through Crohn's was definitely when she first got it, because she was so young, she was a little kid, and having to see her go through all that medication and seeing how it affected her and her body was really hard for me to see as an older brother.
I think what I hope for Evie's health journey is what any brother would want for a sibling that has a disease or an issue, is that they're able to live a life as if it wasn't there and it wasn't affecting it. So I think ultimately it's just being able to live life as if she didn't have it.
I think it's important to find a cure, obviously just because it's something that affects a lot of people, and I think if there was a cure, there would be more awareness around it.
Evie getting the Rising Star Award is really important for the family and her. In particular, I think it really validates this journey that we've had as a family and makes things real. I think it's a situation and a condition that might not get the limelight compared to a lot of diseases. And so I think this is one of the ways that we can showcase how important this really is.
Having a child with Crohn's disease is, it's actually a journey for the whole family. Prior to Evie getting diagnosed with Crohn's disease, she pretty much had a consistent stomach ache for 3 years at least. At this point, we had seen probably 3 different GI doctors. I reached out to Dr. Anderson because her stomach was hurting, and her fever on a Wednesday night went to 106. They scoped her at Children's Hospital, and that's when they determined she had Crohn's. When she was first diagnosed and they had her on steroids, just trying to heal her body, that was hard. She was in a lot of pain, and she would actually lay at night by me and say, "Mommy, my body hurts," and there was nothing I could do.
One of the reasons that we're here is because of what the unknown might be. Hopefully she's able to keep it in remission, maintain her health, and have a very normal life.
The progress with finding a cure has come a long ways, really, and especially I feel like the last 5 or 10 years. When
your family's affected by it and you don't really know the direction that it could take, I think that's very motivating to want to stay involved. Being engaged in helping support the community is, feels like we're doing something for our daughter as well as for the greater community.
A cure to us, or Evie, would mean everything. She wouldn't have to worry about her diet. She would not have to give herself shots every week. To end up at that end of that road, it takes involvement, it takes dollars, and it takes a lot of research.
You can stand on the sideline and expect somebody else to do something for you, or you can get involved.